who's going to get the job of telling Mrs. Neiman her husband's going.
Well, you have a very special relationship. What's with the face? You're a DS, and you're still terrible at passing on bad news. I think you'd be used to it by now.
Josh Hill. I'm DS Hunter. This is DS Nixon's son, Hill. Do you mind if we come in?
Would it matter if I did?
Well, we can always go down the station instead, if you like.
You knew Richard Neiman from the gym you worked in, Sanderson's, is that right?
Uh-huh.
How long did you work there?
About a year.
And why'd you leave?
I got bored. There was nothing challenging about it.
Nothing to do with you being fired because of complaints by members.
That was all lies. The only people I had a problem with were the ones who had a problem with me.
Now, your relationship with Richard, it was sexual, is that right?
No, we played chess together.
I'm not asking these questions for fun, Mr. Hill. We need to know the facts.
Did you know Richard was married?
No,
Does that surprise you?
not particularly.
Why's that?
He never talked much about himself.
Well, doesn't that strike you as odd? Two people are in a relationship, but they hardly know each other.
We were only together for a few weeks anyway. I wasn't in it for the conversation.
When did the relationship with Richard finish?
April. I realised he wasn't my type.
Oh, so you ended it, did you?
And after you broke it off, any further contact with Richard?
No.
Well, thanks for your help. We might need to come back at some point. By the way, what do you do for work?
I'm between jobs at the moment.
Thanks.
He's in between jobs at the moment. Do you see all the gear he's got in there? His clothes.
Not evidence, Phil.
Look, we gave him a chance to come clean about why he got fired, and he lied.
Again, not evidence.
I'm telling you, that bloke is dodgy. Right, not only that, he's got an attitude problem. I'm going to find out where he gets his money from.
Fine.
You know, I've been thinking. Neiman isn't the only gay death we've dealt with recently that's turned out to be murder.
What do you mean?
Well, that case that you worked on with Joe a couple of months back. What was that guy's name? Trent.
Yes, James Trent. We handed it over to MIT.
Yeah, well, he was found naked on a bed, just like Neiman.
Well, he was beaten. Neiman was asphyxiated.
Doesn't mean it isn't the same murderer, does it?
Isn't that Cindy back there?
Yep. I better go and have a word with her.
Probably wants to know why you're avoiding her. Cindy?
Still busy?
Yeah, very.
I haven't heard from you about the paternity test result. Did you call the lab?
Listen, I haven't had a chance yet.
Why are you making out that it's not a big deal? I saw you took your post this morning before you headed out.
So?
So was that the lab result?
No, of course it wasn't. If it was, I would have told you, wouldn't I? Look, Cindy, I'm sorry, all right? They're going to call me when they get the results. Now I've got to go to work.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Well, that's not a happy face. How did it go with Cindy?
She wanted to know if I'd heard from the lab.
Paternity test.
We're having IVF, and it's not working.
Sorry, I didn't realise.
So Cindy's just beating herself up. It's like she thinks I won't want to be with her if Kate's kid's mine.
And how do you feel?
It's not like I want to be in this situation. If the kid's mine, I've got to take responsibility. That's got nothing to do with me and Cindy.
So what did you tell Cindy?
I said I hadn't heard yet, but I lied. Turned up this morning.
And you haven't opened it yet?
No, I ain't got the guts. What if this kid's mine? I don't think me and Cindy will get through that.
Thanks for coming in, Jonathan. Are you happy to act as Rudy's guardian?
There ain't no acting about it. I'm the only guardian he's got. Did you do this? Eh? Did you take those laptops? What do you think you were doing? Look at the trouble you're in now.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I already told them I did the robbery. I'm really sorry.
Well, sorry's not good enough, I'm afraid. We need to find the other 3 laptops and hand them back. So where'd you stash them?
Rudy, just tell them.
I don't remember.
Wait, who's that? Can you stop it? I think I know him.
Are you sure?
It's Tommy.
Is he from your church?
Thomas, Gladwich. He was the church gardener. He worked for us.
When was this?
A few months ago. Not for long. He was unreliable, always late. Sometimes he wouldn't show up at all. I couldn't justify paying him any longer.
Have you seen him since you left?
No reason why I would. He didn't have a lot of interest in the church.
Do you have an address for him?
He still lives at home with his mother. Or he did. I've got the address on file.
Jonathan, hi. Have a seat. You wanted a word?
I just wanted to talk to you about my brother.
Well, your brother's in big trouble, Jonathan. I'm sure we don't need to tell you that. I mean, nicking a few pencils from a school store's one thing, but computer equipment for a kid his age is big time.
It doesn't help that he's not telling us where the stolen laptops are.
Look, I know you've seen all sorts of people walk through those doors out there. And I know this probably ain't going to make much difference, but he's a good kid. He's had a really hard time lately.
When did your father leave?
It's been about a year now. He only popped out for fags. I think he's in Marbella. He sent us a postcard once. Another time he sent some cash, but that was a while ago.
What do you live on?
I work in a garage. Changing tyres, making the tea. The money's crap, but we get by.
Must be a lot of pressure on you.
Sometimes. I mean, I have to be the parent, don't I? Make sure he goes to school or that. But it's hard on him too.
Isn't there anyone else that can help you out?
No, not really. Dad's family are as useless as he is, and well, Mum's. They don't even want to know us since she died. It's just me and Rudy.
I ran Hill's name through Crement and he's got form for petty theft and prostitution.
Prostitution? So Neiman might have been paying him for sex?
Possibly, but his last offence was in 2001.
All right. Well, he's obviously not adverse to making money through immoral means, is he?
All right, cheers, thanks. Gov, just spoke to Josh Hill's bank. The deposits made into his current account that correspond exactly to the withdrawals Neiman was making to pay his blackmailer. Can't be a coincidence, surely.
OK, search his place, bring him in.
Ah, Mickey. I just spoke to Deansgate. I told them we haven't had any joy with the other 3 laptops.
I just checked Jonathan out on Crement.
What made you do that?
I don't know. There's something about the way he was so concerned about his brother.
Isn't that normal?
Yeah, but think about it. Rudy was absolutely petrified when we interviewed him. He admitted to stealing the computer straight away. Why didn't he tell us where they were?
Because he doesn't know.
Exactly. And he's got form for handling stolen goods. Jonathan.
So Rudy was put up to it?
I say we get this done and dusted and get back to the juicy jobs.
You mean the Neiman case?
Yeah.
Do you think we have enough evidence to pull Jonathan in again?
Not yet, but I'm going to get some more.
Yeah, DC Sim. I'm sorry, I was going to call you back. Look, I can speak to you... Hang on. Mickey, where you go? Going. Yes, hello.
It's number 67.
Hey, wait a minute, and that's him. Tommy!
Nowhere to go, Tommy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, whatever, come on.